I'm actually going to be showing you how I created this makeup look by using the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. I recently got this in the mail. I purchased it myself from Cult Beauty, and whenever I seen this palette for the first time, I was like, if I was a palette, this would be me. Like, you guys know how much I love my reds and my pinks and the kind of like rose golds, coppers. This palette is literally me in a palette. If I would ever, so I created this kind of like smoky rose gold and like a pop of pink under the lower lash line using this palette here. I will leave the link to where I purchased it down below if you're interested, but I think it is sold out at the minute, but obviously you can keep an eye on the wee link for when it comes back in stock. But yeah, I'll just give you a quick overview of what the colours look like in the palette, just in case you're curious and haven't seen them already. But I did use quite a few of the colours in the palette to create the look that I have on today. It just comes in this little sleek palette here, and I love how the front of it's clear as well, so you can see all the shadows. And then that's what the little kind of sleeve thing looks like as well. It has just that girl Huda Beauty, her eyes in the front, and then just the little logo and stuff. And I feel like it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, the whole palette itself, I just feel looks amazing, and oh, it's literally heaven. I love this so much. So if you guys are interested in how I created this wee makeup look here on my eyes, and I also just did film a tutorial based around my foundation and stuff as well, so I will leave that down below too. So just keep watching guys, I love you, and I will see you in a wee second. So normally before I do my eyeshadow, I normally don't use any primer on my eyeshadow, so I'm not going to today, because I normally apply like my concealer and foundation and stuff on my eyelids, which kind of acts as like a base, and then the highlight below my brow is concealer. So what I normally do is just take my setting powder, which is just my Laura Mercier loose setting powder, and what I do is I pretty much just kind of blend that over everything, and this just kind of gives everything like a nice smooth canvas, and obviously sets everything in place. And then again, obviously whenever we put powder on top of this, it's going to blend really nicely. And I have a wee stupid spot right here, and because I highlight underneath my brows, it's highlighted so it looks really prominent, so I'm really sorry if you're wondering what that is. The very first colour that I'm going to take in the palette is going to be this one right here. This is what I'm going to use. It's my transition shade, and I just think it's really nice, kind of medium tone transitional colour, and it's nice and warm as well. So that's the one that I'm going to take first of all. This colour is called Sandalwood, and what I'm going to do with this is take this and run it right through my crease. And I always do this whenever I do my eyeshadow. I always take kind of like a medium tone colour and use this as my transition colour, and this just means that any colour that you apply below this colour, it's going to blend really nicely into this colour, so it looks nice and smoky and gradient. Normally I would apply like an orangey kind of based eyeshadow, but this palette doesn't really have an orangey kind of colour in it. The only kind of colours closest to that would be the one that I'm using. So what I'm going to do is just again apply this through my crease and really kind of smoke it up. They seem to be blending really good as well. This is just a normal MAC 217 brush, so it's not like a really amazing brush, it's just kind of like a standard blending brush. And these colours seem to be blending really nicely. Whenever I was doing swatches the other day on my Snapchat, if you don't follow me, my link is just like right there. I done swatches of this palette on my Snapchat, and they were quite hard to like get the pigment onto your actual finger. Like, you really needed to rub the eyeshadow. I feel like actually whenever you use your brush, the pigment comes off a lot easier. So I'm actually going to take this colour again and apply this underneath my eye as well. As you guys know, I love having nice kind of smoky under eyes too. So the next colour that I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take this one here. So I think I'm going to take this one here, and this one's called Man-Eater, and it's kind of like a really dark pinky reddy colour. And first impressions that when you actually put this onto your brush, a lot of the product comes off, so I want to make sure I don't have like too much on my brush, and then it's really hard to like get off. So you want to start with like smaller sections first, and then just kind of build up the colour. So again, what I'm doing with this is just running this kind of through my crease as well, and this will just make it a lot more warmer because this colour is kind of more like a pinky red tone. I really want to use like the hot pink on my lower lash line, so I think I'm going to use that like underneath my eye. So what I'm going to do now is go in with this shade here called Cocoa, and this is like the perfect kind of deep brown that you could use for your outer corner. I love how it's got like a nice kind of warm undertone to it. I hate cool tone brown, and oh my god, whenever you put your brush first into this, look at the much colours just came right onto my brush. So what I'm going to do with this is just kind of place this right under my outer corner, just like that, and that's just going to kind of intensify it and make it look a little bit more smoky. And then what you want to do is just go back in with like a big clean blending brush, and just to make sure all these colours are really nicely blended together. So as I mentioned, I really want to use this colour here, so I'm going to take this on a small MAC 217 brush again. This one's like one of the little travel size ones. So I'm going to take this shade and really kind of smoke it out under my lower lash line. I really want this to come up like quite vibrant, but I feel like it's kind of like a soft baby pink, so I don't think it's going to come up like too intense looking. As you can see, I've really applied like a shitload of that colour, so what I'm going to do is just take a blending brush and just blend out those edges and make sure it's all nice and seamless. Obviously on my actual lid, I really want to use one of the kind of shimmery colours. These colours here are like these first, well actually this one, and this one to this one. Right, hold on, I made that really awkward. So like this colour here, this colour here, this one, and that one are all like creamy eyeshadows. Like whenever you just swatch them, they actually are like a creamy consistency. And then this one's more of just like a normal regular powder shimmer shade. So I think I'm going to take the shade Rose Gold because I feel like that one is the most appealing looking, which is that one right here. So what I'm going to do is actually take some under my finger because I feel like because these eyeshadows are really chunky, I wouldn't really get as much payoff on a brush. So what I'm going to do is apply some under my finger first and then just look down and press it onto my actual lid. And then what I'm going to do is go in with this shade here called Moon Dust and put that one into my inner corner. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and apply my eyelashes. I'm using my eyelashes in the style Chloe. These are actually out of stock at the moment, but there is a couple of other styles in stock. But I will definitely keep you guys updated on my Snapchat when the Chloe lashes come back in stock because they're gorgeous. They're really nice shape and like they're perfect. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated whenever they come back in stock. So guys, I just went ahead and applied my lashes, done my lips. I will have what I have on my lips down below, and I will have the link to my website to purchase my lashes as well, also down below. But hopefully you guys can see that like the eyeshadow look looks really nice. I kind of done a more dramatic look because this is something that I would normally go for, but I find that palette is quite dramatic anyway. I feel like you'd be able to do more dramatic looks than you would with the more natural looks I feel with that palette because the colours are so like really in your face, like pinks and reds and like really dark browns and stuff. Like it isn't like they're all just really neutral colours either. So I feel like if you're going to go for this palette, you do get really good wear out of it if you're going to do nice dramatic looks too. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I will put the link to where I purchased this palette down below if you're interested. I think it is out of stock, but obviously you can keep kind of having me nosy on the website to see whenever it comes back in stock. But I absolutely adore this palette. I feel like Huda Beauty is literally a god. Like I will leave her Instagram and stuff down below. If you don't know who she is, definitely go check her out. She's the most loveliest person as well. Like she's gorgeous. This palette is amazing and her Instagram and all her social media is just so uplifting and makes me so happy. If you're interested in makeup, you need to follow this girl so much. So guys, I love you and I will see you in my next video. Bye!